name's Eva and welcome to this channel. You might be looking at the title being like, hasn't Eva already made a video about sexting? Which I have, but today I'm going to be talking about my research on sexting. So if you don't know, I'm currently a master's student. I started in September, and this video is kind of serving as an update video about my thesis, answering some of the questions that you had on Instagram. So if you're curious about what sexting research is or more about what sex research is, then you should keep watching. The first question that I got is, have you formulated your actual thesis topic or research question yet? And the answer is yes. If you don't know anything about the process of grad school, you have to write a proposal, which is like a big long pitch to your thesis committee. They have to approve everything that you want to study and how you want to study it. So I'm in the process of writing my proposal, but I am pitching a very specific research question and topic, so I do know what that is. And what I'm studying is, I'm looking at whether sexting frequency, so how often people sext, is related to people's overall sexual communication and sexual satisfaction. So, do people who sext more communicate more with their partners about what they want in bed, their STI status, the STI status of their partner? Are they more sexually satisfied and have more sexual pleasure in their last sexual encounter? And I'm using data that has previously been collected by my advisor. But yeah, that is what my thesis topic is right now, which is so exciting. So another question that I was asked is what drew me to this topic? Why did I want to study sexting? And this is for a couple reasons. I think that everything that's related to sexuality and technology is really interesting, partially because I feel like there's a lot of stigma and misunderstanding about these things by older people who are often talking about sexuality. But I think all of these new technological sexuality phenomena can provide a lot of really awesome, unique opportunities for really positive expressions of sexuality. Like, porn can be a way for people to see queer representation of sexual expression that they might not be able to otherwise, or cybersex might be used by long-distance couples to continue to express their sexuality with each other. And I feel like those positive aspects don't get talked about enough, so I kind of want to do that with sexting. Another question related to this is, did I know that I always wanted to study sexting, or along this grad school journey, did I think about doing something else, and were there things that I was choosing between? And the answer is kind of. So I actually wrote a big mock proposal based around Tinder and how Tinder can be used for negotiations about sexual preferences and sexual health practices. And I was really excited to do that too, because a lot of the research on Tinder has kind of focused on why are people using Tinder, and a lot of really, again, like negative focused things. So maybe one day I'll be able to do research on Tinder. Again, any funding agencies. Another question that I really liked is, what has surprised me the most throughout this process? One of the things that really surprised me is how often in the research that has been done so far, researchers don't really differentiate between consensual and non-consensual sexting. So there was this really big report that was written in 2009 that's kind of referenced by a lot of people that's doing sexting research now. And they asked a question about how do you feel when you receive a sext from someone, and they didn't differentiate between consensually sent sext and a non-consensually sent sext. So people got a lot of responses like grossed out, confused, embarrassed, surprised, and grouping these two concepts together really frustrates me, because non-consensual sexting, like unsolicited pictures, pressuring someone to take pictures, sharing a photo or text without someone's consent to other people, that's not sexting. That's a completely different phenomena. Those are all forms of sexual violence, and there absolutely does need to be research on that, but conflating them together means that the research on consensual sexting isn't as accurate, and we're also neglecting the research on non-consensual sexual communications online. That's something that I would really like to see change kind of in the field in general in the future. And the last last question is, what do I hope comes out of this research? Kind of the broader picture is that when I talk about my research, I would love for people to think about how they can use technology to communicate with their partners as either like a gateway, if you can start talking about stuff online, and then when you feel more comfortable, move it into the real world, or just kind of as a tool that you have in your back pocket, and to not be so scared about sexting. But yes, that is all for me today. Those are all the questions I have to answer. If you would like me to talk more about sex research, please let me know in the comments below. Also, you can share your own feelings about sexting. I would love to read them. Also, the winner of the giveaway from my 2 years on YouTube will be in the description of this video, so if you entered, go check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day. Also, I'm very sorry you clicked on this because of the glasses, and I wasn't wearing glasses in the whole thing because I took thumbnails after I filmed, so I didn't want to film the whole thing with glasses. If you want me to film wearing glasses, let me know.